hanging out with your friend. It's not a crazy dream. But I guess it is crazy once you start dreaming again.
Yeah, because I don't even remember the last time I had dreams.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to know now. What was the dream?
Go ahead.
There's a handful of them.
Okay.
They're thrilling.
All right.
No, go ahead.
My friend, she
please.
just had a baby. I think her baby's like 3 months. She asked me if I could like babysit. And so I babysat. And then like the whole time the baby was talking in full sentences. And I'm like, this is a 3-month-old baby.
That is kind of funny.
How?
That is kind of funny.
Yeah.
That would fuck me up.
Like,
And then
it
they're
actually
acting like
you. It wasn't like, oh, I understand this baby. Like the baby was like everyone can understand.
Yes, the baby's like, wow, I'm having such a great time with you right now. I'm like, you're 3 months. It's like I'm still holding him like, oh my gosh.
Have you ever seen Simon Birch?
No.
We're watching Simon Birch. Maybe today.
What is that?
Do you have anything to do today?
I have to go to the
This
gym.
evening?
I can go later.
We got to watch Simon Birch today.
Okay.
It's an incredible film about or what are the people that are not tall called? What's the proper
Midgets?
name? I don't know if you're allowed to say
Pretty
midget.
sure it's a little person.
I think midget's a slur.
Is it really?
hmm I think it's little person, but little person also seems degrading.
I feel like that's worse than midget.
Me too. But I
that's
think
what they're
midget's
called is
bad.
midgets.
I think midgets, no, I don't think they're called midget. We have a producer. He could look it up. You don't have to do it. He's doing it right now. The correct term for dwarf is a dwarf or a little person.
That's worse than midget, I think. A dwarf
Yeah.
from like Snow White.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like it's the better option.
No.
I would feel bad if I was like, hey, this is my friend. He's a dwarf.
Oh, gosh.
I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But midget also sounds fucked up too.
People call me midget. A midget, and I'm like, not like, why would you call me that?
Yeah, but you're not an actual dwarf.
I'm literally like 1 inch away from
No,
being
this
a
is like
midget.
when white people say they're 1% black so they can say the N-word. It's exactly what you're doing.
So what is the cut? So that means you're 5 foot, or what is the cut?
Yeah, I'm like 4'11" and a half. What shoes on? I'm like 5 foot.
What is the cutoff for
I think it's
illegal?
4'10".
I thought it was 5 foot. Okay, let's look this.
Let's
up.
look up. Let's see if
No
you're
way.
legally a dwarf or not. We should do the intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kim Congdon Takeover. I'm Kim Congdon. I'm here with a fan favorite. Whoa. I'm here with a fan Why can't I say that? I'm here with a fan favorite, my little sister, Haley D.
Yay! Hi! Hello!
So we're finding out right now if Haley is a legal dwarf. Adults of 4 foot 10
Told you.
inches.
4'10".
Wow. And you're
I'm
4'11
and a half.
So
with
you're
shoes
an
on.
inch and a half.
5 foot with shoes on.
You're an inch and a half away from being a legal dwarf. So you can't legally be called a midget. It's a slur. If you were 2 inches shorter, you could and say it was okay.
Okay. Well,
I'm here to put a stop to this.
I don't know. I was gonna say I'm gonna find a
Listen.
way to become shorter, but
My sister moved in with me, 7 months ago?
yeah.
She's my little sister. She's 11 years younger than me. And I'm going to call her out right now. I didn't realize she was such an animal. We were raised into the same household, and we did have an animalistic mother, I would say. And your dad's pretty normal, all in all.
Now he is.
Now he is. Yeah. And I'm sometimes shocked by some of the behaviors. Sometimes she behaves as if she is bad baby. The naughty teen bad baby. Do you guys know bad baby? Bad baby got these bitches busted for cash.
Cash me outside. How about that?
Yeah. I went to the gym with my sweet sister yesterday. And I got to tell you what this bitch does. She goes to the gym. She takes the wipies.
No.
Wipes the gym equipment.
Don't embarrass me.
Throws them on the floor and then walks away from them. She's one of those people, Xavier. Why?
Listen, people will also leave their weights on the thing.
It doesn't matter.
45 pounds. Like, why would they
Could
leave
you
that?
imagine if the whole gym was full of nasty used napkins? If everybody acted like a filthy, disgusting animal like you with no shame.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm shaming you publicly. Yeah, I waited. Yeah, I said nothing.
What? I don't do that.
Yeah, I waited till we were
That
under
must have been
camera.
someone else.
She did it twice, and I was shocked. And you know what? And I wasn't picking them up because there's something about me where I'm like, I'm not going to pick up her trash, but I will shame her into knowing that that's crazy. You should be ashamed,
I'm not, though.
but you should be.
There are people that work there. They can pick it
But
up.
that's not the point. They're not there to pick up your trash. They're there to wipe. The reason that the gym equipment's probably so dirty is because they're so busy picking up shit from people like you guys that they don't have time to wipe the equipment.
Listen, sometimes they don't even refill the wipes in there. So I'm like, if y'all not doing y'all job like that, you can pick up my trash.
Oh, no, not the
Shit.
hot Cheeto voice.
Turning into bad baby.
Yeah, not the moody teen. When the hot Cheeto voice comes out, you know things are about to get crazy
Oh,
with
not me
my
having-
little sister. And you know what? And you know, it's hard for me. I don't know if she's an adult. Usually I leave people alone, let them live the way they want to live. Should I have said, Haley, pick that up? Pick that up right now. Then I would have felt, I don't like yelling at her because it makes me feel old. I want to be the cool sister that's like, I'm not going to yell at her if she acts like a trash bag. That's on her. Yeah, I'm just going to let it go.
You're like shook. You're like, you're really going to leave that on the ground? I'm like,
Yeah. She was like, yeah, anyways. And she just went onto the, she's like, anyways, I used to, that. I think I saw that guy on BET. Anyways, you should hear about my weird dream. I'm like, pick up your trash. There's something about the youth, these Gen Zs, these Gen Xers. Are you Z or X? You're Gen Z, aren't you?
I think so, yeah.
These Gen Zers, you think they'd care about the earth, but they actually don't.
I actually heard they made like a new name for, I think it was like from like 2000 to like.
Oh, it's
maybe
like Gen
2001.
Alpha.
Yeah, something. I think it's new. Should look it up.
I'm gonna tell you, it's the least alpha group of children I've ever seen.
I think it was called
They can't even
Zillennial.
socialize. Zillennial?
Zillennial.
Oh.
It's a mix with Gen Z and millennial.
Is that what you are, a Zillennial?
I think so. I think it's a new thing. Unless that was made up.
You don't even know who Roseanne is. You can't be a Zillennial.
Roseanne is from like 1985.
No, she's not. Maybe she is.
She has to be.
And 1985 was not that long ago. It was just yesterday, actually. 1985 was just here, very recently. What are you talking about?
Just starting off with 19. I mean, it's old.
The 1900s?
Yes.
That's old? You think it's old that I was born in
I
1990?
was born in the late 1990s.
Isn't it crazy that I was born 1 year after 1989?
Yes.
I was in mom's stomach in 1989. Not me in the 80s in utero. I was in utero in the 80s. Just rock and rolling while mom was probably taking hits of acid or whatever she was doing.
I like the styles in the 80s. Fashion was cool. 80s, 90s.
90s.
70s.
The
like that
90s. I like the 90s. It was my favorite.
hippie.
I'm a 90s baby. We were out there rocking the denim on denim.
Yeah.
Everything
back,
Yeah, everything I
sure.
liked when I was younger is coming back, but everything comes back in rotations. I am very looking forward to skinny jeans making their return.
What?
I'm ready. They
Hell
fit the
no.
body so good. They look so good on the booty. Yeah, they do.
There's some good mom jeans, a little bit baggy, not too tight, and your belt.
I
still looks
miss
good,
my
like-
skin tight skinnies, the ones that fit nice and make my butt look nice and plump and my thighs look thicky. Now I'm wearing these baggy mom jeans. It looks like if I had 12 kids and I'm making my own cheese at home. Like, I don't know what it is with you guys. Let me tell you, you pick up one thing and then you shame people for not doing it. These zillennials, they'll make fun of you too. The zillennials, they make fun of you. They make fun of millennial humor. I guess we have a different sense of humor. Do you think millennials
you see those
are corny?
TikToks where they're like millennials making TikToks and it's like a long pause before the video starts and it's like
Yeah, do I do
Well.
that? Do I pause before I do my videos? Do I have the millennial pause?
I don't think so.
God, I fucking hope not. What do I do that's old to you?
Picking up the trash at the no. I'm just
What,
the
doing
trash
what?
at the gym. No,
Pick up the trash at the gym. All right, fine.
no, I can't.
I don't be doing any old
I don't.
shit.
You don't really know. You don't do
My
anything.
diet. I eat healthier, like annoyingly. Like this one, she looks great. She has the best body. She'll drink 7 milkshakes and like have a pizza and go get an ice cream. I swear to God, if I did that, I'd look like the 1,000-pound sisters. Like I would be done.
I've been doing better though. That was like,
But it's like you don't have to, because even if you don't eat good, you look good still. Like it doesn't. That's not the same for me. I gain weight for reals.
but I'm short, so I actually have to.
Because you gain weight easily because you're short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
can't
guess when
be
you're
like-
short, you see it. You see
Yeah.
5. Yeah, I noticed that too because I'm only 5'3". If I gain or lose 5 pounds, I see a big difference in my frame.
Yeah,
And it's just like such a little amount.
I stopped smoking for like 8 days, and I've lost like 6 pounds already in 8
Crazy.
days because I'm not eating the munchies late at night. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what are those chocolate, those molten cakes from Trader Joe's?
Trader Joe's has the best dessert. That's the next mukbang we should do. Trader Joe's desserts. Trader Joe's food.
Ooh,
A Trader
yeah.
Joe's mukbang would be
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, I miss those chicken soup dumplings.
I think they like the mukbang we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should do a Trader Joe's mukbang, but we're
Yeah,
gonna have to
that'd
get
be
a
good.
hot stove in here and a microwave.
Okay, I still have the hot plates from our.
Oh
other
yeah. Okay. Yeah, those will come to good use again.
podcast. Good.
And
And then what about the? I've heard about the emoji use, right? It's like, do you use emojis?
oh
like a millennial?
yeah. Oh yeah, I do the crying laughing face. Is that not cool?
You're
I
supposed to
mean,
do like the two like streams.
You're supposed to do the generally crying one
Yeah.
is the one to use now, but I do laughing crying one because that's what I'm doing. I'm laughing until I'm crying.
sometimes I'll use like what we did before the emojis was like the two, like the dashes and shit. Like I'll do that sometimes.
Oh, okay. You're using the actual symbols, the
Yeah.
parentheses, the comma. What is it? What's the one on top? Asterisk? No.
The semicolon,
No. The
apostrophe.
apostrophe. Thank you. Oof.
I know. I was like, ah.
It's been a while. It's fucking been a while.
Yeah.
And then another thing I heard was because so many people do it in comedy. What is it called? The boomerang. And I was doing a boomerang for my friend on stage, and then they were like, "Oh, you're such a millennial," and I was like, "Oh,
What?
Yeah,
I love boomerangs.
You do? You still do
Yeah.
boomerangs?
Mhm.
I don't do boomerangs.
They're so cool. I
It's
do them all
very
the time.
yeah, but you're doing it like you're like Throwback Thursday. We're boomeranging. You do it like how I when I take a black and white picture how I feel thinking about my grandparents. That's how you boomerang. It has the name Boomer in it. That's how old it is. It's not. I don't know. The trends are crazy. I'm so happy I went to college before everybody was. It was my second year of college when literally my friend was like, "Have you heard of Instagram?" Like that's where we were, and nobody. We were filming stuff, but like we would take 1,000 pictures in a night and upload them all into a folder, and then we would name the folder something like "The nights of our lives we'll never forget with the people we'll never remember." And then you would just put all the pictures in that folder. And then you'd like, if you were stalking a friend, you'd go and click on the folder and see like the whole night. You could see who was there, the background. Now it's like cooler. Now everyone's like, you take one, you pose. Now the Zillennials or the Gen Zs or Gen Alphas, whatever. Now they're like, it has to be slightly blurry and like you don't care. And just one of your night and you can't look happy. It's the aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's all about the aesthetic now.
I
Not
think
the
I
fun
was
times.
11 when Instagram came out, or 12.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. If Instagram was out when I was in college, I'd be in big, big trouble. Big, big trouble. We'd need to hide the footage. We'd need to do some blocking.
I had Facebook, and I think I was like 9 or 10, which is too
Dude.
young for Facebook. But they had Farmville and Farmtown on there. That was my shit. The games
People
that they
got
had on
really into
Facebook.
I got into Facebook Tetris.
Oh, that was a
I
good one
was
too.
like really good at that's the only thing that kept me going through college was the Facebook Tetris battles. And I was legitimately so good at them. I had like one of the highest scores on Facebook Tetris. And maybe I'll get back on. It was a good time in my life. I was feeling good. It was meditative for me.
There was actually this like 11-year-old boy that beat Tetris, and he was like the first ever to do it.
How do you even beat Tetris?
I don't even know. I've never done it before. I've never beat Tetris.
No one ever knew there was a way to beat it.
So yeah, he was like the first one. They said like the first human, because I guess AI like bots have beat Tetris before.
But
So,
how
yeah.
do you beat it? Like what's the goal? You get rid of everything, right? But I've done that. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I forgot. I think it was like some
I guess you reach like
castle
a master
that's
level.
built at the end or something. I don't fucking know.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I like Tetris.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, ever since we did that episode of the podcast, we've been playing jacks again too. We really picked up on jacks. We're like two kids with scurvy in the living room. Like it's like crazy. But fuck, dude. I don't know. It's gonna. Let me tell you what, sweet sister, 30. It's gonna hit you quick.
I know I'm 22 already. It's crazy.
22. You're well on your way to 23.
25.
25. What are you going to do? You're going to be decrepit.
Oh, I don't want to think about it.
You don't want to think about being 25?
No.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
That's so cool for you.
I don't.
That's so cool. I bet you don't even realize how young you are.
Sometimes I feel old because I'm not 18. I'm not 18 anymore. I'm like, wow, I'm in my 20s. That sucks.
That's so funny.
That's so crazy. I just want you to know, from someone in their 30s, it's so crazy to say that. You're so young. And from someone in my 30s, I'm starting to realize that I'm still young. She's like, no. But I am. I'm like, I'm still young. I'm like, you're so young. And I'm like, I'm still pretty young. The fact that I was able to, by myself, climb a waterfall that I should have died on 3 months ago, like that only like people that are locals climb, I was like, I'm still young. An old person wouldn't have been able to do this. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
convincing myself. I'm like, I'm fine, right, guys? I look good, right? Only 2 crow's eyes. Yeah, just tears going down my cheek. I'm like, I hiked a waterfall once. I'm not old.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to remind myself that I'm still young. Because, like, on social media, looking at people, they're like, I have a multi-millionaire business at 23. I'm like, okay.
Those people are going to overdose on cocaine and they're going to die on fentanyl. So
I'm like, let me not compare. I'm still young. I heard 30s is lit.
30s is lit because you're it's like you're in your 20s, but you just have more money. Mm-hmm. Like I was saying with Sarah, I'm like, it's so nice. When we went to Kauai, it's like, wow, it's so nice to be on vacation and have extra money. Like before, when you go on vacations in your 20s, you're packing up a group of your friends, you're all in one bedroom, you're splitting all your shit, like you're not buying extra shit, you're bringing your own alcohol in bottles and making your own drinks in the room. When you're in your 30s, you're like, you just go out. You're like, yeah. You're like, I'm on my way to death, just give me the tab. Like, you don't care. And it's not even like you're super rich. You just have a little extra money, which makes such a huge difference from your 20s. Yeah. Just like, I don't know. 20s was so fun, though. I was out here chilling.
I feel like an old 20, though. I feel like I act like a grandma most times.
Well,
like,
yeah, you don't.
I like staying in, playing video games.
You don't go out at all. She doesn't go out at all. If she's out, it's with me. I'm like, actually, like, I'm the 20-year-old and she's the 30-year-old. I'm like, are you coming out tonight? We're doing mushrooms. Here, pop one of these. I'm popping things in her mouth. Like, I'm like a dog. I'm like hiding it in her cheese. I'm a Schedule 35 in her cheese. I'm like, come on, take this. We're going to have a good night. But yeah, you stay in, you play video games, you just stream. But honestly, that's the better way. There's nothing out there. I guess I'm glad I had the experiences I did and that I went out and did all that, but it's fine. It's all just fine. You could do without the coked out douchebags at the clubs, without the sparklers. You should be a bottle girl.
I think it's because when I was younger, I partied a lot. Like,
yeah, you 13, pretended you were 14, innocent, but you were out there.
I was partying for real.
And you know what? I'd come home and I'd try to parent. And she'd be like, you're not my mother. And I'm like, you have no mother. It was always dramatic. I'd come home. She'd be like, a boyfriend would be moved in. You'd be like making breakfast for your new boyfriend and your soon to come child. And I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I remember one New Year's Eve, I was hanging out with mom and dad. They were partying. And you had a boyfriend and you guys just left the party and you went into the car together. And I'm like, do you just let them do that? Oh my God. And they're like, well, they're just talking in the car. I'm like, no, they're fucking in the car. We all have to go sit in that car now. And she's 13.
No, not 13.
14.
Maybe like I was probably in high school. 15 at least.
Our parents,
don't put me on blast like that.
Our parents did not. They should have said no.
Just want to let you guys know I have no children. Actually.
But yeah, our parents were a little loosey-goosey with the rules.
Yeah.
Like, I know mom had let me have boyfriends spend the night when I was 16 or 17.
Yeah. That's when
you too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could do that if I was a parent. No. Would you have your 16-year-old daughter's boyfriend sleeping over?
No.
Me neither. Were your parents like that, Xavier? Could you have girls?
No.
No, right?
No.
I'm literally an adult now, and if I was like meeting a guy's parents, I'd be like, "Are we allowed to sleep?" I'm at 33, and I'd be like, "Are we allowed to sleep in the same room?" Like, if I got pregnant today, I'd be like, "What am I gonna do? I'm a teen."
It still feels like.
If I got pregnant today, I'd be like, I'm a young mother. And then the doctor would be like, this is a geriatric pregnancy. But I would be like, I'm a young fucking mother.
Okay, and then I assume like you guys were allowed to go to like, cause I had such strict parents. Like I'm like sleeping over at a friend's house now. I almost called my mom. Like it's like, how old are you guys when you're sleeping over at friend's house doing shit like that?
Oh, young.
Yeah, I mean, sleepovers.
As
like
soon as I was
11.
allowed, I could out loud say that I was being diddled. She let me out of the house. If I could speak, I was having sleepovers at probably 8.
Man, you used to have the craziest sleepovers at the house when you were in high school. You'd have like all your friends go, like 20 people, girls, boys, it didn't matter, would all sleep in the living room.
Yeah, my mom would let me have co-ed
Crazy.
sleepovers at my house when I was a teenager.
Oh, that sounds.
So it would be so fun, and it would be like, well, because my neighborhood was like the boys that were in my neighborhood. We were 15, but I knew them when I was 10, so it was like kind of like different than just having random boys. It was like boys I grew up with. But it does not mean we behaved.
Sure.
You know, we were all still 15. We were sneaking alcohol. But yeah, we used to have parties for real, little sleepovers. But mom would stay up with us the whole night. And she wants to be involved. And
the things she would do. Oh my God.
Tell them.
I don't even know if we should.
Tell them.
Remember, she would like draw like dicks on their foreheads or something, or do some childish fucking shit. Like,
yeah, I don't know if this is
while
child
you're sleeping.
molestation, but if you fell asleep at the house, she'd put a dildo in your mouth.
I'd take a picture of you.
Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe she shouldn't have been doing that to 16-year-olds.
Yeah, and then like show their friends to embarrass them. Like, look.
Isn't that illegal to stick a dildo in a child's mouth?
It has to be, bro. That's why I'm like, should I mention it?
Did we just call mom out as a molester? Like, is mom a molester?
Bro.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, she was
did that
crazy.
to Keon's friend. She did it to Gabriel. He was so pissed off. He was like, why would you do that? Madi, why would you do that? No, don't show Keon.
Dude, that dildo has been in everyone's mouth. We have a community dildo over in my mom's house. She thinks it's so funny. My mom's like, she like can't stop pranking and trolling people. It's like her favorite thing in the world is to prank people and troll them. Did you guys do when you were in high school? Did you do the senior prank day? No, you didn't really have a senior year.
Well, mine I graduated 2020, so the pandemic hit right in the middle of my senior year.
You didn't get a homecoming or a prom or anything,
I didn't get prom. I played softball. I didn't get senior night. I didn't get grad bash. We got our money refunded from that. It was crazy.
That's so sad. Yeah. What a horrible year. It could have been any other year besides your senior year, and it would have been fine.
And it's crazy because the next year after that, everyone was back in school. Not even next year. It's like a couple months after that, everyone was back in school. I'm like, okay, they get to have prom. They get to go to grad bash. I'm like, just because everyone was so scared in the beginning of the pandemic, it was just like,
that's fucked up.
It was crazy.
And then they try to do a thing where they're like, come back next year and do prom, right?
No.
Oh, really?
No, they were just like, that was that. They just forgot it, didn't say anything, didn't want to do anything for us after that.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you missed out?
No, because I went to prom my freshman year with Ethan.
Oh, luckily our parents were letting you date older men, so you got to have your experience. Thank God for them. Thank God. Thank God when you were a freshman, you were allowed to date a senior, so you got to go to prom. At least you got your experience in. See, she's lucky I wasn't around, because I would have been like, no.
I will say.
You're like big sister in the whole situation.
Yeah. I will say that I did buy a really pretty prom dress for my senior year that I also had to return because we didn't have it.
Sad.
So that's probably when I went to prom my freshman year, I didn't get to wear the dress that I like. I didn't have the same style as I did like a couple years after.
Yeah.
So
Well, at least you got to go. Yeah. I don't even really remember my prom.
I remember what dress you wore. You wore a pink dress.
I think that was homecoming. Was that prom?
I'm pretty sure that was prom for you.
Oh, that was prom. You know what? Yeah. That was prom.
You went with Jessica.
Yeah, that pink blacklist dress. That's crazy that you remember that. Yep, and we did and we got kicked out of the limo for drinking. Yeah, we got kicked out of the limo, and the limo driver was this big fat dude, and we were getting drunk on the way to the restaurant. The limo was going to take us to the restaurant. We were going to eat dinner, and then it was going to take us to prom. And it took us to the restaurant, and I guess when we got out, he went in the back and checked and found liquor bottles that were empty that we were all drinking back there.
Oh, y'all left it in there?
Yeah.
Idiots.
Well, I was also best friends with like the richest girl in school. So it's like we kind of felt invincible. Like we could do whatever we want. Like, you know what I mean? It was so, Jessica.
Yeah.
I had so much fun with Jessica because her mindset was like, I got money. We can do whatever we want. And she was like the kind of friend that like had money, and she was like, I don't care if you don't have money. We're having fun today.
Yeah,
and so it was kind of like everybody really let loose around her. She was really fun. And then when we came back out, the limo driver was gone. We're like, where's our car? And then he called and he was like, I left. He was like, you guys are not, I'm not picking you up. You're all drunk. I'm not driving around a bunch of drunk teenagers.
No.
Yeah.
And so y'all thought she was sweet.
Yeah. And he left us. And then we were like, what do we do? How do we get to prom? And then Jessica's mom owned a daycare, and she went and got the daycare vans and 2 drivers, and they drove us in daycare vans to prom. But we thought we were so cool in our Hummer limo.
That's cool. I remember her house. Oh my gosh. Mickey Mouse themed mansion.
Yeah, look up Mickey Mouse Mansion in Palm Bay, Florida.
That shit was like Disneyland to me. I didn't even have to go to Disney. Like I was already there. It was so close to our house too.
Her house was awesome.
It was amazing.
It was really cool. Her parents bought a house. They made it all Disney themed. It had a huge Mickey gate at the front. There it is.
Yep.
There's my best friend in high school.
Mickey pool.
Yeah, there was one in the front and in the back. They had a pool in the back with like a real life lazy river and stuff.
Oh my god.
And then
the back with the pond.
I know. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, and there's the water slide, and then that little part was the guest house we could stay in and party. That separate one, and this lake had 1 alligator in it, and we would still swim in it. And it had a water trampoline in it, and and it had a water slide that went into the lake.
A huge water slide.
Yeah,
the water slide was so big.
It was like a full size. You see it right there.
I remember y'all used to fucking go down the water slide, pull down your pants, go bare ass.
Yeah, because if you went bare ass,
just go like faster.
We would do it. We'd take our bottoms off to go down the slide. Because if you went with bare ass, you would fly down that bitch. Like absolutely fly. Yes, dude. It was the best house in the world. We had the best times of our lives in that house. Every room was a different theme. It was fucking crazy.
I think she had like golf carts and
oh my god, golf carts. She had a 4-wheel track. Yep.
Yeah.
That was Jessica's room. Yeah. That was Jessica's room. It wasn't like that when we were in it, but yeah, that was her room. We snuck out of that window so many times onto the roof to leave. I don't know why we'd want to leave, but yeah.
The pool. That pool was so cool.
We had literally, this was part of my childhood. Yeah. Like this was my best friend's house. It was fucking awesome. And her mom was cool as fuck. Like her mom would just like, I remember her mom one time was like, you want to come to Vegas? You guys should if you want to come to Vegas for free, you have to do my laundry. And we just had to do 2 loads of laundry. And then she brought me to Vegas for 4 days. It was so fun. Yep. We took our homecoming pictures on those stairs.
Wow.
It was so fun. She had a go-kart track in the back, like literally anything a child would want. They had a movie theater, a go-kart track, arcade room, trampoline, water slide. Like we would invite people over. We would throw huge parties. It was fucking nuts.
Yeah, it was insane.
It's fun having a rich friend in high school. I really appreciated that. And I'm still friends with her. She's fucking awesome. She has 3. She is actually... All right, let's take a moment to talk about my new sponsor with my little sister. It's a lube ad. That's right. Lube it up. It's actually the fanciest lube in the world. It's motherfucking Mochi Melt. Mochi Melt is a newer company, and they're making these water-based lubricant. They're a company that's making a water-based lubricant. I don't know why that's so hard to say, but I really like the packaging. I don't know if you've ever seen lube packaging before, but usually it's in neon colors. It comes really bright. This is sleek. You want to give it a little taste?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Are they the same flavors?
No, this is the honeydew. They actually taste really good. Flavored lube. That's not bad, right? They kind of taste like a lollipop.
Wow. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. You want to try watermelon?
Mm-hmm.
Here, we'll do a little. This is called the horny mukbang. That one kind of hits. And then one more, the strawberry.
Gosh.
Now, what if I were to tell you these have been used?
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding.
Trying them.
But they are good,
They're
right?
really good.
They taste really good.
Wow.
They actually taste like it's not lube and it's like food you eat or put onto something. Like I would put this on my ice cream. It is the Louis Vuitton of lube. Beautiful packaging, nice, sleek. You could put it in with your shampoos. You can't even tell. So go to mochimelt.com. You use promo code TB15 to make sure you get 15% off your order. Again, is it mochimelt.com or co? It's mochimelt.com and use KC15 for 15% off your order. Again, this is one of the companies that really supports podcasting. They put out a great product. So we put out a free show if you could support and maybe get a little gift for your loved one. Tell them that I sent you. All right, let's get back into the show. Her husband was the first guy I ever kissed. He was my first kiss. You know John?
Yeah.
John Fonte was my first kiss ever. And then after we kissed, I was like, I don't like this guy. And she's like, I like him. And then they started dating and now they're married with like, I think 3 or 4 kids now. And they're so cute together. And yeah, they're still together. It's fucking nuts. Childhood friends are crazy. Your childhood friends had twins.
Yeah.
Life
Insane.
hits you.
The first ever to
have kids?
to have kids, and she had twins. It was wow.
I couldn't imagine.
Gosh, yeah.
Could you imagine you get pregnant, you're already shocked, and they tell you you're having 2? You know what a lot of people say? A lot of people say they get pregnant with twins, and they after they had sex, they did something like rode a roller coaster, and then they had twins. And I think that makes sense. It probably fucking shakes the shit up and separates them. Yeah, it splits the egg up. So if you want to have twins, you got to jumble around after.
I think we had a set of twins in our family.
Albino twins. One died.
Oh fuck.
That's what my mom said. That my great grandmother had albino twins and one died when they were 13.
Damn. Do you know how?
I guessed albino, but I don't know if that.
Can you die to being albino?
I don't know. Is albino a death sentence? Do albino people die earlier? I don't ever see old albino people. Like
Wow.
Same way I don't ever see old tall people. Tall people die earlier. You never see tall people that are old ever. If you're really tall, you ain't making it to 80. Sorry.
That's crazy.
It doesn't affect lifespan. However, HPS can shorten a person's lifespan due to lung disease or bleeding problems. People with albinism may be limited in their activities because they can't tolerate the sun. Well, I'm sure just not being able to be able to the sun causes medical issues. I feel like the sun's an important source of like life and energy and vitamins. And I don't really know the medical history of an albino person, but I've only seen a few of them out, and they're usually black.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think every albino person I met has been black.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really met a white albino person.
I
They've all
did.
been
This
black.
kid I went to school with, he would have to put like stuff all over his skin because when we went like had recess and stuff, like he couldn't be out in the sun for too long. But if he was protected. He had shades, hat, long sleeve. It sucked because we're in Florida. It's hot as hell. So I felt bad for him.
Oh man!
How he's doing.
And they got the little red eyes too, and their eyes do this back and forth because I don't know why.
Hey, he was the smartest kid in our class. He was smart as hell.
Have you ever seen the movie Powder? About the albino guy with superpowers? Do you remember that movie, Xavier? He bent the spoon with his mind. That movie is fucked up. It really made me think that all albino people have a superpower, which is kind of a weird way to market albino people, is to be like, look at the superhuman albino. It's like, all right, this is Powder.
Oh my, wow.
Yeah. Can we see a scene from Powder? Is there a way to get a little clip of what Powder was up to? I used to always mix up Powder and Edward Scissorhands. Every time.
I thought of Harry
He
Potter.
was really pale in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. What do you have any movies that scarred you?
That was probably one of them, to be honest.
Powder?
No,
Edward Scissorhands. Yeah.
That one was kind of creepy a little bit.
That one scarred me. And you know what fucked me up is the live version of The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Dude, when they were whipping him in the streets with his hunchback and he was like, "Ah," and they were hit.
Oh, no.
I swear that did something to me. And it wasn't like a save him. It was like, put him back in the tower. I don't want to see anymore. It was like fucked up, dude. When they were whipping I want to see 2 scenes. I want to see a quick Powder scene. Yeah, let's see Powder.
Powder. Oh, look at his hairline.
Wonderful. Let's move on. Of course, no video essay on Powder is complete with.
That's Powder.
Wow, he looks sweet.
He is sweet. And he's very sweet in the movie.
Satan has like a magical type of.
He gets
Aw.
struck by lightning, I believe, is the thing in the movie. And then
Yeah.
he starts being able to do things with his mind. And then people already think he's a freak. So then he's like, fuck. Now they think because I'm albino, this is the reason why. But it was just magic lightning is the whole movie. Can we look up Hunchback of Notre Dame live action whipping scene?
Oh god,
It's going to be a porn. It's going to be a porn. I want to see because this scarred me. And you know what? I think I need to face my fears, Haley. I
Oh,
think it's
no.
time.
Oh.
Never mind. I just had an epiphany. Oh, God. I'm very curious.
Kind of scared.
I'm scared too. I'm facing a fear right now that I've had forever. Did you find it,
I
Daves?
think so. I think
Oh,
so.
God. I'm nervous. Oh, God. The tone. It's there. Let me see. Oh, that's it. Oh, dude, this is literally out of my childhood nightmares.
Oh my god.
Isn't that scarring to show a
Aw.
9-year-old?
Why are you
Dude,
watching this?
I don't know. Mom put it on for me. I swear to God, Mom put this on for me before I was 10.
Oh,
Is this? No, look,
gosh.
they're turning the sand flipper. They said, hit him more.
Oh.
Look, now they're cranking him. It was like a torturous scene.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, this fucked me up.
I mean, I would never forget about this.
I
to be
literally
honest.
haven't. I don't even think
Wow.
I remember any other scene in this movie but this part. The flogging of Quasimodo.
Oh my god.
Dude, Quasimodo's flog is stuck in my mind. It sounds like he's doing a YouTube video back in the day. Have you seen Quasimodo's flog? Dude, look at him.
Damn.
All right,
That's
enough.
fucked up.
Enough.
That's fucked up.
Get Quasi out of here. That scarred me. That was a scene that it was hard to get out of my mind. Actually, you know what? I think it stirred up a little emotion,
Yeah.
even bringing it back.
I don't like how. Oh,
That was a lot, right?
Yeah.
It was just as bad as I remembered, actually.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty brutal, right?
yeah.
The
Too
humpback
much.
was aggressive.
Too much for a 10-year-old or 9.
Yeah. Sweetie, it was too much for me. I'm 33. I don't know why anyone sat me in front of that movie.
Wow.
Other movies that fucked me up.
Did you guys go to like movies as a family a lot?
No.
No.
All right, so,
No.
so you got to like stay away from like I'm watching like this sex scene.
It
and my
was
mom's
usually like my stepdad buying like he watches like the same action film just like with different stories over and over again. Right? You
We
would
just,
say?
like, watch a lot of like DVDs at home.
Well, no, we would hit them red boxes.
Yeah, but before that was Blockbuster.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, we would go to Blockbuster, but my stepdad would always just pick an action film and then my mom would fall asleep and then we'd all fall asleep and he'd stay up and watch it and that was it. But we didn't really we had movie nights, I guess, kind of. We watched movies a lot together. We
I
didn't do
remember
game nights.
When the bad parts would come up, they just like,
Oh yeah, cover your face with a blanket
Cover
and
my
then you
eyes.
peek through.
yeah, and I'm like trying to look.
Yeah, it's like, come on, this is the fun part. Why can't I see the fun part? You guys are watching it for a reason, obviously. The sex scenes, you just peek. Mom is obsessed. This is a gross fact, and I want you to know it.
Oh.
I do this thing to Haley that when I know something that's too much about our parents, I tell her. It is like the most big sister thing I do because I just don't think that it's fair that I'd have to. I already live with the weight of so much.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
as the
you're
oldest
sitting
sister, you take on a lot. And so sometimes I want the weight of some emotional bearings to be shared. I'll tell you right now, Mom is obsessed with the sex scene in Splice.
I've never even seen that.
Pull up the sex scene
Oh,
in
no.
Splice. I want you to see our mother's fantasy
Ew,
and
no.
see how fucked up her head is.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. If you bring up, watch this.
You know, I don't know all that.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
I'm
when
the
I
youngest.
look it up, the first 2 links are actual
Hello?
porn sites.
Hey, Mom,
Yeah.
what do you think about the sex scene in Splice?
Oh my God. The sex and Splice, amazing.
Ew. Hang up.
I'm with Haley, and I told her that you're obsessed with the sex scene in Splice, and we're disgusted with you.
It's so.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Okay, bye.
It's so what? It's so what?
It's just like putting a costume on. You know.
Oh, mom's a furry. This is how we find out mom's a furry. All right, bye.
Where are you?
We're doing a podcast. I gotta go.
Oh my God! Bye.
Pull up the sex scene
Oh
and
gosh,
Splice.
I don't want to see
You know what,
it.
guys? It's so graphic that I think.
No,
it's
is
like-
it that bad?
Yeah, like it won't
Can
even
we-
let me pull it up.
We can't even see it, even if we block it out for the actual pod.
Yeah, it just keeps giving me like this blurry eye. Let me try to click on.
I want to see the
Oh
even the
my
blurry, not it being so
gosh.
bad we can't see a clip.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay, I think
mom
I
liked
know.
the sex scene in Splice. How do you like that, little sis?
ew. Why would you tell
Not
me
this
that?
sex scene from. Okay, this is not.
this might be an ad. I'm sorry.
I gotta tell you, I don't think this. If that was Splice, dude, that would be disturbing. How could anything be sexy here? It's so scary.
Oh.
This is what your mother's into. Look.
Oh hell no! What is that fucking lizard?
Not mom liking violent lizard rape. Where does sex come from in this scene?
Is this
Is mom okay?
a raping?
Ew. There's something wrong with mom. Is this sex?
We need to
This needs to be evaluated. If this is the
Yeah.
if this is our mother's favorite sex scene, this needs to be evaluated. This can't be it, right?
no fucking way.
This is a
bro.
rape. I can't.
That's
we
what it
can't find
is,
out that
bro.
mom's into rape this way, not publicly on the pod. Was
You
that
know
the
what?
sex scene?
I believe so.
Oh hell no!
No.
You know what that just reminded me of?
What?
The story when Titi said she
She got raped by a ghost. Our aunt claims that she got raped by a ghost.
Oh my god.
Well, that a ghost sucked her nipple, and I believe her. I believe her.
Oh no!
I don't think that's the scene. I refuse. No.
No. Because I believe so because one of the only things that are popping up are like X video splice scene.
If you go to YouTube and you put in genetic engineer gets raped by their hybrid creature, that's my mother's favorite sex scene, actually.
Okay. I'm
That's-
gonna ask you that channel one more time.
I want you to know this is what our mother gets off to.
Oh no!
Genetic engineer gets raped by their hybrid creature.
This is not right.
And I think zoom to where's the old raping happen? Oh, I see it. 11:03.
Okay.
She said
okay.
it's.
Did you see the video on YouTube?
I
the-
do. I got it right here.
Okay, and then hit 11:03. This now this is what her mother's into.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Look.
Sorry to your mom.
Not this being mom's thing.
Ew.
I can't.
Ew.
No.
Ew.
I'm
Is
really
this what-
disturbed that my mom's into this.
She goes, it's amazing.
Ew. When we called her and asked, she did say it's amazing. It's just a guy cheating on his wife with a creature. Like, go see therapy. Go seek therapy, mom. That's fucked up.
Oh my gosh, dude! I remember that dude. What's that guy's name? Actor.
I don't know.
He's in a couple. Of
I can
things.
never look at him the same again after he was tooting booting that creature with the tail.
tail.
Oh, it was all wrapped around him. Men will fuck anything, including a splice. He just wanted a splice of that ass.
that tail.
That tail. He wanted a little tinkle of that little tail.
Ew.
Ugh.
He not just. I don't need to know that.
Well, you
can-
do now.
You can tell April. You know, you don't have to tell me.
But you live with me.
I'm just the youngest sibling.
It's time
I'm
to grow
just
up.
innocent.
It's time to grow up and know your mom gets off to Splice. Sometimes it's time to fucking grow up, sister. Your mom, she gets off to Splice. And that's a cold, hard fact of life, kid. Not every day you find out information like your mother getting off to Splice.
Please, no more. I don't want to hear Splice again.
Every time I hear about Splice, I want you to know that this happens to me. So hopefully nobody brings up the movie to you anymore. Any movies that gave you a particularly good sex scene, Xavier? The Titanic really did it for me.
Titanic is a good.
That's a good one. The hand.
Hand on the mirror.
Have you
is
seen
classic.
Titanic? The hand on the mirror and then it goes down slowly and it drips. That's a good one.
The
Not
Notebook's
too
a good one.
graphic. Not too graphic.
Yeah.
Pretty romantic. I like that sex scene. I'd give that top 3 sex scenes in a movie.
I bet you Notebook. The Notebook is on there too.
The
Top-
Notebook
top
sex
5.
scene, really good.
Yeah.
Romantic, sweet,
Mhm.
very cute. We need one more to hit top 3. Top 3 sex scenes.
I think the rest are just.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Smith when they're going around the house breaking everything and trying to shoot each other and having sex. That one does something to me. I might have gotten a splice of mom's pie with that one mentally, because that one does. It hits me where it hurts.
No.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Well, have you been traumatized enough, my sweet sister?
Yeah.
Xavier, you got any good ones?
Not that I could think of off of the top of my head.
Yeah, I think that's the best one. I think one of the sexiest scenes is Halle Berry in the Flintstones.
Halle Berry and the Flintstones is hot.
That's hot. Halle Berry crawling over the rock in the Flintstones being the sexy assistant. That's one of the hottest characters probably of all time.
Whenever a sex scene comes on in a movie, I'm just like,
You start
why?
thinking of the logistics.
I'm just like, if I wanted to watch this, I'd just go on
Watch porn.
watch porn. Like, can we
Yeah.
just watch the fucking movie?
Well,
I
sometimes
feel a
it
little
makes
weird. I'm like,
sense. The characters are in love. You would think they'd have sex. It feels
Right.
weird almost without it.
I guess so. Yeah.
Movies are supposed to be a little realistic. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess you're not fucking creatures with a tail in real life. Some people are. It depends on how lonely of a state they live in. You know, people fuck chickens. Yeah. People out here fucking chickens.
How?
They got holes.
How do you? That's gross. That's
They got
disgusting.
holes. You can't be too big, that's for sure. And I don't think there's any big dick dudes fucking chickens. I think they fuck women. But yeah, poor
The
chickens.
shame.
The shame.
You like so-
Imagine not being able to make a chicken come. That's shameful.
disgusting.
That's
That's
shameful.
gross.
Imagine the chicken's just silent. You dead
Animal
fish
porn.
a chicken.
That's a thing.
Oh.
All right,
Is that a
I had to
is
look
that a
it up.
thing?
The one that I remember as a kid, Desperado. It's Selma Hayek.
Oh,
Is that the Irish family?
Here, I'll look it up
No.
right now. No, it's a guy. He has like the guitar case, and every time he opens it up, it's like guns and shit.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. I've never seen that one.
I think I read the book.
Not you reading porn.
Desperado.
Desperado.
Sounds like a book that I've read.
I used to watch this movie. I think it was also called Desperado, but it was about an immigrant Irish family moving to America with their 2 young daughters. And I think it was called Desperado, and it was fucking incredible. Oh. Whoa. What was it? What do you blow in her mouth?
Smoke.
Oh, yeah. Salma Hayek was big in the 90s.
She's singing to him while he's sleeping. It's crazy. She's pretty.
She's so
She's
pretty.
gorgeous.
She was one of the bigger stars during this time. She was like the hottest woman ever in acting. It was
Wow.
the big ones were Selma Hayek and Halle Berry.
Oh, I mean, I think obvious because it's YouTube, they might have cut it out, but it is or in that, and then
It is good.
yeah, and then while they're actually having sex, like somebody's gonna come in and try
And
so
kill
it's like-
him.
So it's like energy's up.
Yeah.
That's a good scene. That's a good one.
You know,
All
now I'm
right.
thinking about it, a movie that traumatized me when I was little was the Taken movies. The first
Oh
one.
yeah, those traumatize everyone.
So I was like, oh,
when he's like,
my
get in the
gosh.
room and hide under the bed. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
She's about to get taken with her dad on the phone. That's so
Yeah.
dark. Yeah, dude, movies will fuck you up. Be careful what your kids are watching.
Mm-hmm.
One wrong look at Splice, and you got a weirdo on your hands. All right, that's the podcast. Haley, where can people find you?
Haley D Baby on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok.
Make sure you follow Haley on Twitch. She's trying to be a full-time streamer. She's been working really, really hard at it. So make sure you go give her a follow on her Twitch channel. We'll put the link up. And you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Kim Congdon, patreon.com/Kim Congdon, twitch.tv/QueenCong1, KimCongdon.com for show dates. Thanks so much to Xavier. Thank you to the Comedy Store for having the podcast. And shout out to Comedy Store Studios for having us. Make sure you go check out their page. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.